Everybody, how are you doing? It's been a long time coming. I'm finally doing it. What many asked me or uh, like mention it, like here and there. Sonic Generations tutorial, remade, redux, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna keep playing this from the beginning. I have a Sonic Generations tutorial that shows up to one point, but it's kinda old, and we're gonna looking at the latest pretty much. Um, I'll try to, go through little by little, go into as much depth as I can, and if possible, I'd like you guys to, comment in the video, so like, okay, you don't need to explain that much, or like, yeah, go that way, like, let me know if I'm, where I stand pretty much, so I can pretty much, like, moving forward, do better, change some things up. But how I have it right now in my mind is that I'm gonna showing you one stage each time. So Green Hill, Chemical Plant, its video and whatnot. And what I'm gonna be doing is, like, I'm gonna be playing the stage once, so it, as I do it normally, and then little by little, like, going through the stage and explaining some stuff to you, what to look out for, what I feel like, you should be careful when trying to do something, how to approach some stuff. Many If you don't understand something, feel free to ask, but be advised that some of the stuff i I won't have something to actually, explain. It will be kind of like, do it as I do it, and that brings me up to the other thing. That's why I put like a controller on the screen right below me, so you can see what I press and when do I press it. I'm using a PS3 controller and I'm playing with the D-pad on Generations. You can use whatever you want, it's the same thing, doesn't change anything else. Also, this will be on PC, this tutorial. PC is like by far the best version you can play Generations on. 60 FPS, play whatever controller you want. You don't really need to have a beefy PC to play the game. You should be able to play it fine without any problem. And you might notice that I have Generations in Japanese. It doesn't change anything. You can play it at any language you want. It's pretty much the same. So don't worry about it. The more changes are between console, obviously the 3DS and PC. So yeah, that's about it. Let's get into it, right? We're gonna start with Green Hill Classic, and then we're gonna go to Green Hill Modern. So first up, we're gonna do like a simple, speed run really quick of the stage, and then we're gonna go normal, and show you how I go about it. All right, let's do this. Oh, don't worry about the Thunder Shield over there. I just have it because I have a clear save. Honestly speaking, I am kinda rusty. Haven't played this game in a very long time, so I hope I don't have to edit too much the runs. But normally, what you're looking for classic Green Hill, like, let's say you're doing a single segment speedrun and not like an IL, where you try to get like the best possible time for a single level. A 44 and below is a pretty good one. We got the 43, 46, which is pretty nice, honestly. So yeah, that was classic Green Hill. It's not really that hard, pretty straightforward. Just need to know where to jump and do, spin dashes to go faster. So let's go little by little. So first things up, you just like spin dash and you go forward. I jump in this section, so because like sometimes those bridges, they can slow you down quite a bit, so like I jump so I can avoid them and go above them like this, right? And around this part, this is where you stop again and you're gonna spin dash again, so you can get like a jump off this hill. What you're aiming for is the battening that's coming in the section where you have to go up, or down, you know. The down obviously is like slower, so you want to hit the batting and go above the top route and go much faster. That's what we're aiming for. There is a chance that you're gonna miss it, or there is a chance that the batting won't like give you the bounce you need, right? See, like that. If that happens, normally, since like it's the first stage, you can reset immediately. You don't care that much, or you can get the bottom round because you're doing a no, you know, you're doing a no reset run, right? But normally, yeah, like what you wanna do is like jump, spin dash again, aim for that, and go up. As you can saw, if you saw like what I was pressing during the controller, I pressed a little bit back so I don't like overshoot it. Normally you need to do like 2 back presses, like, you know, or like 2 times like on an analog stick like that, you know, to kind of align yourself with the batting. If you do it properly, you probably, you know, if you do it once or twice, you'll get the you know, the feel of it, and you do it every single time. Next up, you know, again, like you spin dash, go forward, you know, hit the spring, spin dash again, hit the spring again, once again over here spin dash, and what you want to do here is like time your jumps so you can go up top, spin dash again. Pretty straightforward here, don't really have much to say, you know, just like spin dash and go forward. Over here again, try to align your jump from the hill so you can go above. And over here, like, you know, just trust yourself, do a full spin dash, you're gonna land pretty much like on that platform and you're gonna go forward. Then you spin dash again and you reach the ending. And that's pretty much is like classic green hill, you know, do another spin dash at the end so you can go much faster. That's classic green hill, pretty straightforward, I imagine. I don't think I need to add something else really outside of the batting at the beginning. You know, just like do it a couple times, get the feel out of it, and you should be good. Just remember that you might need to press a little bit back. Don't hold like only forward after the spin dash and the jump, you know, because you will definitely overshoot it. Actually, can I demonstrate it really quick? Or you won't, like, you might hit the button, or but you won't make it. See, like, I overshoot it, you know. But if you go ahead and tap a little bit on the back, see, you hit it. Just need to get the feel of it. But yep, that's pretty much classic. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to touch anything else for classic Green Hill. So let's go to modern Green Hill and modern Sonic, which is like has a little bit more stuff into it, right? So first off, we're gonna do like a run, and then we're gonna get into it. You need to see how it looks. Alright. Like I said, I am a little bit rusty, but you get the point with those little mistakes. I should still be around the 140 range though. Yep, 140-20. Yeah, alright. It's not a bad time. If you do everything perfectly, you should, you know, be able to get around the 128, 129, 140. Like those are good times in general to get for a modern green hill in a single segment, I imagine. You can definitely get below that if you be like super perfect. But yep, I think that's good enough. Alright, so let's go all the way back from the beginning. Obviously, first thing you want to do is like, get a good boost and then like drift on the left. Hit the speed pads and go all the way above, right? So over here, like you're gonna boost again, but let me tell you something first. There are quite a few videos out there, obviously, that they use, for example, M speed. I'm showing you right now what you want to do in a single segment speedrun pretty much. Because using the M speed or the D speed is like super difficult, and the thing about it is that if you mess up at least once, 1.5 maybe, depending on the stage, you're losing time over like the normal way to do the speedrun, right? So what you want to do is, at least for me, you want to use the M speed only when we fight in Shadow, but that is for another video. When we reach there, I'm gonna explain more about it. I'm just throwing that out there in case that you're wondering like I've seen like faster. Yes, there is faster, but most importantly, in a single segment, you need to be able to do stuff that you're consistent at. If you feel that you're consistent on getting like end speeds, like a single time, every first single time, go for it, like obviously go for it. I won't be showing you that personally, so I'm just throwing that out there. So, we started off like normally you want to pretty much, boost and drift immediately to the left. While drifting, you're actually going faster, so that's why you want to do that. Right, again, hit the... Alright, so the first thing over here. This is a very small thing, but it actually saves like 1.5 seconds or 2. So what's happening over here is that if you hit a rail at the correct time while boosting, you'll get a bonus speed per se. You can do that in certain rails, so like you want to be like super close to the rail, and when you actually boost, like as you're about to pretty much touch the rail, you want to boost, and then you'll get like a maximum speed pretty much. You can notice it when and when you don't. Like for example, like you won't get it like that, right? But if you go back and you do it properly, see, like much faster. I'm going much faster. Like this saves about like 1.5 seconds pretty much if you get it. You'll notice that if I didn't get it earlier, I would be around the 141 mark. So that's the first thing, like little trick that you can do. It's not a big deal. Don't mind it too much if you miss it. It's just something that comes naturally. Like you'll just start thinking about it when you become like more, you become better pretty much at speedrunning the stage, right? So all you have to do is like, keep doing it, and when you get it, you'll get the feel for it as well. And you'll be like, okay, if I do it then, I'll go faster. Of course, I miss it too, so don't worry if you miss it. It's something that, happens sometimes, don't worry about it. But that's the first trick, you want to go for it, saves a little bit more time. Of course, after that, we are in a pretty much like closed pace. What you want to do here is like hold the drift button while you boost, and that will make you go much faster. You don't have to worry about like spinning and going backwards. It won't happen in this section. There are certain sections where you can do that, and you don't need to trouble yourself about like, oh, if I hold, drift too much, I'm gonna, turn around. Won't happen in the places I'll show you. So you do that over here until you hit pretty much the speed pads and go, in the loop. Like I said, like drifting like it's much faster. After that, you can pretty much like, you want to hold the slide as you go out of the loop and you hit the speed pads, because when you go from 3D into 2D, there are times where you do that and you'll get the momentum you get from 3D into the 2D and you go much faster. Many people don't actually know that, but or like they're not aware of it, because they never actually thought about it, but 3D Sonic is faster than 2D Sonic. It might sound like, yeah, of course, like it's faster, but that I mean, like, that's how it works with games like Generations, for example. When you go like from the 3D into the 2D, you know, like a perspective in these games, you bring the momentum you get from the 3D, who is like has a higher max speed, to the 2D, which is like a slower max speed, pretty much, if I have to put it in a way, if that makes sense for you. So all you have to do, you know, is like make sure to hold the slide button, so you will be sliding over here, and you get like, you know, the speed from the loop. And after that, be sure, you know, to, when you reach this point over here, you can do like a hop, and you'll be pretty much like go to the top route. After that, you know, hit the ring over here and do 2 tricks, and you're gonna boost like in that spring, boost again, and you're, you know, in the main road. Same here, like time your pretty much like your jump, because like it's a downward section. If you time it correctly, you're gonna pretty much jump above all, and it's faster than just, you know, going normally and getting the rail. And you will move on to the next pretty much section, which is like pretty straightforward. Just boost and get the rails going, you know. Get to the rails. Also, be sure to jump. You want to jump over those speed pads, because there are quite a few speed pads in the game where they don't actually propel you forward with more speed. They manage your speed, so you get like into the next section like in the appropriate speed, because sometimes, well, it doesn't really happen because you don't have like that much more speed than usual. But what they want, I feel, the developers, is that they want to make sure that you're getting into the next section in the proper speed, so that nothing weird happens, you know. So, you know, like hitting those speed pads will actually make you go a little bit slower. It's just like a little bit, like really a little bit. You won't pretty much notice unless you're going for times that pretty much like, you know, differ by a second, something like that. So you want to jump over there and try to boost into those speed, those rails again, so you can get the maximum speed, right? You're gonna boost like over here, and over here you want to like keep it until the last second before you hit like the speed bats on the rails, so you can do like a pretty much like, you know, to the right and get like a bigger distance rather than hitting those rails, because they're gonna manage your speed as well. And as you can see, how I'm gonna do it now, I do a small jump to jump over some speed pads on the rails, because they're gonna make you go slower, like over here. And then once the camera comes, what, you go above those and you boost again to go much faster. After that, it's pretty straightforward, I feel. You're into the 2D section, you boost, go to the top route, you know, hit that wall jump, 1, 2, 3, jump, slide. Over here you can do it if you want, you don't have to, like I slide, you don't have to slide, you can keep boosting, go above the jump pad and keep it, you know, straight. You can boost, you can homing attack. I'd rather the boost, I think it's faster. And then after that you boost a little bit and you hold like the top left as you drift. For this section you want to leave it around here. Around here, this part, like you have enough space so you don't turn around, but if you hold it like all the way, you're actually gonna turn around for this one. So you need to manage it a little bit, right? What you want to go is like go forward, and if you see like, see, I turn around over here, right? I didn't show it properly, but you get, I feel, the gist of it. You don't want to keep it for too long. You want to, you know, around, yeah, this part, I'd say. Yep. Around this part, you want to let go of the drift, go normally, and go pretty much to the last section, which is like, you know, the sidestep section, pretty straightforward, reach the goal, right? A little thing I can add to that is that every time you hit those speed pads again, you can actually, you know, hit the boost after it immediately, so you can reach top speed like in an instant. Because like when you're boosting and you hit the speed pads, like they kind of, you know, drop your speed a little bit, so you need to reach it, you know, the max speed again. So hit the boost, go top speed immediately. But I think I showed everything as far as Green Hill goes. This is it. I think I went pretty much in depth about everything that I can show you, and how, and a couple little things. Obviously, it's the first stage. There's not too many things that I can, show you, and some of these things that exist in the later stages, so I might not need to, like explain them again. For example, the drift, or like, hold the slide button after, like, from 3D into 2D. There are certain sections that you can do that. I'm gonna be mentioning them as we go forward, for you to remember. So yeah, that's the classic Green Hill and modern Green Hill. I hope this video was useful to you. Feel free to drop a like, share it, like for more people who want to get into speedrunning Sonic generations, or like, you might find it like an informative cool video, so feel free to share it anyway. Leave your comments if you feel that I did a good job, or you have some questions about how I do some stuff. Don't be discouraged if I say do it like I show it on the video. Is literally what you need to do. Some things like, just like replicate them. When I started learning generations, pretty much what I did was that I was seeing other people speedrunning it. I was doing the same thing, and then I was thinking, how can I do this faster or better? Stuff like that. Some things will work out, some things won't work. Experimental, pretty much, right? Try to think outside the box as well sometimes. This is how some things come, naturally, to find things in speedrunning, like you do stuff and just happens, and be like, oh wow, that's faster, stuff like that. But yeah, feel free to, do all the things that I said, leave your comments, like, shares, you'll be much appreciated. And if you like my channel in general, feel free to subscribe as well. Many people don't actually, are subscribed to the channel while they keep watching my videos. So I'd love for, the people who actually find my videos useful, or like they like them, to be able to see, all my videos, or like the ones at least they're interested in. So yeah, take care. Have a great night, day, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys on the next Sonic Generations tutorial video. Take care!